such admiration you have for this woman. I could see why.
Unbelievable. It's truly unbelievable. I think if you watch the movie, it's getting to witness a miracle as it happens. The beginning, you see her son, and he is stimming, with the flour, and he's nonverbal, and his eyes can't focus, and he has trouble walking. And at the end of the movie, he's writing poetry, and it's really a miracle. I've always been fascinated with the subject matter, and when I saw this film, I thought we have to get as many people to see this as possible, especially because it's such an epidemic in the United States, and people don't know what to do when the family's diagnosed with autism, and there's often no hope, especially when children are nonverbal and the symptoms are so extreme, as in the case of Margaret and her son Kelly. But I think this documentary will allow people to once again hope that, there is a way to reach each other.
And also maybe a good subject for your new talk show.
Without a doubt.
Is that what you plan to do?
Yes. Single topic, 1 hour. Like, Oprah, single topic, 1 hour. Donahue, single topic, 1 hour. Those are the people that you would try to follow in their footsteps. It's not going to be at all like my old show with, celebrities promoting a movie. And it's going to be about topics like autism and child care and parenting. And
now I have to say, I listen to your radio show,
yes.
And you say at least 3 times a week you just love sitting there with no makeup, no wardrobe. What have you done?
Exactly. Believe me, I kept saying to the people at Sirius Radio, are you sure that, we can't sort of do something with, no. But you know what? Sirius does a great job, and I really like it, but it doesn't really have the impact, the kind of impact that television does.
And the fact that you will now once again have to get back into that. I mean, I know you say your kids are grown and you have the time and the willpower to do it, but what was the one deciding factor that you said, I can return to talk TV?
Well, first of all, that it only starts in September of 2011, so that gives me a year and a half to get ready. And, by then, my kids will be even further along. And, I really don't know what to do in the day. Thank God I got the job on the radio, because once my kids went to school, I'm like, okay, now what do I do? I would, of course, like to just keep getting more children, but, the reality is they become teenagers, and frankly, that's my entire comment.
You also said that, once Oprah leaves, there is a void. Those are big shoes to fill. Do you think that you can do that? The same audience, are you pulling for the same audience there?
Well, I don't think anyone could ever fill her shoes, and for 30 years she's been number one, and I don't think there's anyone can come close to having the effect that she's had in our culture and society. I often wish that when I was a child, there was an Oprah Winfrey show to deal with the death of my mother and children and grieving, but there was, now it's almost just a colloquialism, oh yeah, the Oprah, we will, so I don't think there's anyone who could ever come close, but to try to, follow in her footsteps, to try to live up to the standard that she set, to move through daytime with grace and dignity as she has, those are lofty goals. And, when I look at the time when Phil Donahue was on, and he was sort of groundbreaking, and people thought there was no way anyone could ever compare, and out came this local newscaster from Baltimore, and she blew away the world for 30 years. So, I'll never compare myself to her. I don't think anyone ever could. But there will be a huge void when she goes, I will tell you that. And, I don't know. All I could say is I could try my best. And now
it's weird because, a lot of talk shows get launched, and like Sarah Palin's shopping her show around,
I don't know if she has any track record in daytime. I got a bit of a track record. I've done it before. And, and I sort of know the terrain. I know the audience. And luckily I was allowed to executive produce my own show, as I will be allowed to do this one. And so I'm not really worried about whether or not the people will show up. I think Sarah might have more of a challenge.